What's up, you guys? This is Jayden. I'm back with another video, and in this video today I want to discuss 7 signs of a low quality woman. And I have the article already made for this video as well, so that will be linked down in the description below if you want to read that in a more detailed video. But yeah, 7 signs of a low value woman. Now look, I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not hurt, because I moved on with my life, obviously, with my previous, relationships and flings, or whatever you want to call them, and stuff. Things that didn't work out. Some were just terrible to start with. But looking back, all this, it's just about reflection. Like, you really just got to sit back there and really reflect on your life and reflect on all these failed experiences that you went through, because they're all meant to really teach you lessons. Because for a while I was that guy too that was hurt, that was putting the blame on other people, and that really wasn't holding myself accountable for the mistakes that I made in my previous, past dilemmas, with all whatever we want to call them. But and this is no bash to women or anything like that, because I talk about men and what all the things that men have to work on all the time too. So it's about discussing the same things with women as well. But yeah, so let's really get into it. So one of the number one signs that I definitely learned early on was that she has been in a previous relationship, like literally a week. She just got out of a relationship. Like, that was really a huge number one red flag for me. Getting into something with someone who just literally got out of a relationship. Not only was this person, their wounds or anything weren't fully healed, but they still had many problems. And guess what? All those problems that what she had, they all just translated to the relationship that she was in with myself. And not only that, you gotta think about it, I was just a rebound guy. Because I found out, of course, later on that she was just trying to get back with her ex-boyfriend. So that's what I'm saying. When you find someone that, you're talking with somebody and they just actually got out of a previous relationship like a week or something later like that, that's a huge red flag to run away right then and there. Because what's going to happen is, A, you're going to be probably a rebound guy, as I said before, because they're going to try to work things out. And B, it just shows that she's not really truly confident within herself, that she has to already go out and find someone else to talk to, and she can't really face her own problems for herself. She has to distract herself with other people in her life. That's a huge sign of insecurity. But moving on to the next one, she has a victim's mentality. Wow, this is another really big one, because it's all about accountability when you're in relationships. When the two people, they're not really accountable for what they did. If you can't admit when you're right or wrong, then it's never going to work out. Because when you in these relationships, when you find a person that is always blaming you and not really holding themselves accountable, it shows that they don't have really a good relationship within themselves. The fact that they can't even admit that they're wrong, they can't even let their pride go down to the side and just admit when you make a mistake. And it's not hard to just say to somebody that I'm sorry. A lot of us, we want to be right so bad just to prove our point to the person. But in reality, it's not even about that. It's literally just about communicating and understanding both perspectives and coming out with a resolution for the problems. So that's why it's important that in these situations where you find that somebody, they can't even hold themselves accountable and always play the victim's mentality, it's bad. Because like I mentioned in the article, another relationship that I was in, this person, she was, in the blame with, she was blaming her partner for everything that went wrong, instead of actually looking at herself and actually saying what she did wrong. She didn't really talk anything about herself and what she did wrong. She just mostly talked about her partner and everything that they did wrong, without discussing herself, which was another huge red flag that I missed out on completely. It's just crazy. But another one that I will definitely have to say is that she wants external validation. She has a constant need for attention. And look, nobody really wants to be with somebody who constantly needs attention, especially from other people. You know, it's not really it's not really a bright thing. It's not a good thing because when you constantly crave attention from others, now look, it's naturally for human beings to want attention. We all like attention. We all like people talking about ourselves and everything like that. But when it comes to you in a relationship, you have to understand, especially that. Think about the other person who's in that situation and they are seeing you flirt with other people, talk with other people. And you know, the problem too with the world is today that we have access to all this stuff now online and dating and social media. This just gives you more, a woman, you know, especially more validation to where that she can have from these external presents, which really don't mean anything because a lot of times, you know, a lot of women, they don't even take the time to even say anything to these type of people. So it's just really, it's really sad to be honest. And it's not really helping you. It's not helping anything really out by, you know, being with somebody who constantly craves attention and validation. Because like I said at the beginning, it all confidence. You know, you need to have confidence within yourself to not crave all that external validation when in reality that the validation become within and from the person that who you are with. Come on now. But another one I want to discuss, of course, is that she's manipulative. Now look, we're all gonna, I think everybody kind of knows about manipulation and why some people do it, why some people don't. But to be honest, I believe that it's just very shallow. I think it's not really gonna help your relationship grow, and I don't really think that. And I think it's just another sign of insecurity, to be honest. And I'm not gonna really talk a lot about manipulation because many of us we kind of know already the aspects of what manipulation is. But well, what else is on my mind when it comes to not validation, but just in this topic as well? Um, she is too masculine. That's another really big one in my opinion. To be honest, this is a really tough one to talk about because you know, everybody's gonna have those polarities of masculinity and femininity and within themselves. But the thing is to, as men, well not as men, but as women, of course, some women, you know, the society has flipped the script with men and women. They're teaching women to be more strong, independent, and going after your bag. And they're basically teaching them not to have the same values anymore when it comes to having a family and kids. Instead, people, they're not doing that anymore. They're just going after what they want in their lives. And look, it's not a bad thing to go after your career and establish that and everything. But at the same time, you're still giving up what really life is all about. It's about family and having just amazing people around yourself and just being complete within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And many women are giving up that now for their careers and for just not really being a relationship period. And the problem too, though, you know, it is men, of course, we are part of that issue as well with us not really truly being men and stuff. But you know, the women, you know, they've flipped the script though. The problem is that a lot of these women want these masculine men, but they're teaching society, especially for men, to be soft and weak and kind and all these things. And of course those are, being kind is really good, but when it comes to just being soft and weak, like that's not really producing strong, assertive masculine men. That's just preserving, it's just basically creating more weak men into the world. And because of that, what is that really going to do for all of us? Absolutely nothing. It's not going to help for any growth, any development. It's just going to continue to go through the same process over and over again. So that's why it's important that men level up themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in each and every single way possible. So that's why I believe that, you know, when a woman's too masculine, she can just be difficult to be around. You know, you're not really gonna be around her like that all the time because she just constantly is just demanding, and you don't want to really want a woman that's difficult like that, and she's masculine, because what happens, you know, most of the time is most men, especially if she wants a masculine man, how are you going to really be more feminine? Because you haven't not really tapped into that feminine energy. So that's why it's important for women out there to just really heal, you know, that feminine energy within you, because what's going to happen is that you're just going to constantly attract feminine men. And the thing is, if you want a masculine, strong man, you have to be the one that is submissive. And a lot of women view this as bad, like you being submissive to a man as weak. But reality, it shows strength, because I believe that if you're in your masculine energy as well, it just shows that you aren't really, you're not only, you know, you've been heartbroken, but This also shows that you're scared. You know, you're scared because you've probably been in this situation before where you were in the presence, you know, of a good guy. Maybe he cheated on you or something like that. And, you know, you were very feminine. You were loving, caring, nurturing. But that got torn away from you. And maybe you went through a few more other bad experiences from that. But you have to understand that your being in your feminine is actually true strength. It is not weakness. And a lot of people view that as being weak, like you are putting yourself in this weak position, but in reality, you're putting yourself in actually a good position for you both to thrive. Because when both of you are just bumping heads and want both, it's about equality, you know, but both of you are going to still be bumping heads if you're both going to be in the masculine. You're just going to be arguing and bickering at each other. But when you're both in, one is in the masculine, one is in the feminine, you work together as a team. You're not against each other. You are in a team together. So that's why it's important for women to just heal this energy within you, because when you do, it's going to unlock just abundance into your life. You're gonna be more happy. You're gonna be more positive. You're gonna be more loving, caring, nurturing. Not only that, but you can still have some of those masculine qualities of just working hard in your career, you know, taking care of your kids, doing things that what you in your life matters to you the most still, while being feminine. But this, of course, goes to mostly heterosexual relationships out there, but even in gay relationships and all these other types of relationships, there's still those polarities of masculine and feminine. It's just still out there. But that's really all I got for you guys, you know, because, you know, there's still many problems, and look, these same problems go to men as well, you know, that we both have to hold each other accountable for what we all do wrong. Because in reality, none of us are perfect. None of us are going to just be this perfect person. We all have issues. And the thing is, all these traits are issues that we all can work on and improve just through deep internal work. You know, heal these energies. For women, heal all these wounds. Heal the past things that you've gone through, and look forward to the future and the now of where you're trying to get to. Because, you know, if you want a relationship, there's an amazing man out there for you, waiting for you. You just have to be the type of woman that type of man wants to be with. It's really that simple. But be the type of person as well that you want to attract. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna blame people. I'm not gonna blame women either. These are just simply things that I've learned, especially from my past experience with this certain woman who I'm with. And you know, I don't wish any bad on them. Honestly, I wish the absolute best for them and for their next relationships that they go through, and maybe they learn. And some of them actually I've seen have, which is good, you know, and some haven't, but maybe one day they will get there. But that's all I really got for you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.